What I'm here to talk about today is a mixture of a little story about my time at the football club and a little bit of history, a little bit of humour and a few lessons learnt and business lessons that will be relevant to everybody in the room, I hope. The FA do an awful lot around racism in football, but somehow it's never enough. So I think we can never ever be complacent. We have a very strong equality and inclusion agenda. You can even find it has its own page on the FA website. There are all sorts of initiatives. Nowadays, anybody on the field found guilty of racism has an immediate five-match ban. Off the field, of course, is much harder, as we're hearing in the news today, and that we are one country, one family, and the family of football, so to speak, and that we need to do this together. I mean, what I would say is that a vibrant football club can do enormous good. It's kind of a litmus test. It's a, to tell you where the community's at, and a vibrant football club can be only good for the local business and the local feel-good factor in Suffolk. Ipswich Town, of course, is a huge part of my life, 24 years, 14 years on the board, 14 years as chairman rather, 24 on the board. Great highs. I mean, the greatest high was promotion in the year 2000 at Wembley. But I've had amazing time, built up two businesses in the food industry in the 80s and 90s, Starfish and Suffolk Foods. Sold Suffolk Foods in 2004. And being privileged to lead the building of St George's Park. Very few of us get the chance in life to lead the building of a national centre. I mean, it was a huge team effort, many more brilliant people than me, but I had the privilege of being the leader of it, really, and sort of galvanising and crusading and evangelising on it. And I think I have to say Community Foundation. So I was fortunate to be one of the people who set up the Suffolk Community Foundation, and there were a group of us, and then chairing that for the first 8 years, and it's been a huge success and still is growing. And then being honoured, being asked to go and chair the UK Community Foundations, the national board, which I've just finished. I'm time served. I've done my 6 years doing that, but I'm passionate about encouraging people to support the charities in their local neck of the woods. And nowadays, I'm terribly lucky to help other business leaders be more effective and clarify and validate their own thinking as a Vistage coach. So lots of highlights, that's just a few. Probably my greatest piece of advice is clarity around the vision and the direction and the roles of the company. Clarity and alignment. And so much goes wrong in a business if you don't really nail the clarity bit. And that's getting everybody rallied behind where you're trying to go as a business, and making sure that every individual is identified with that. And I mean, I always ask people, the question is, can everybody in your business speak inspirationally about the direction of your business and their role, the part that they're playing in it? And if the answer is they can't, then there's more work to be done.